Sarah and Orlaith volunteered in the Association of People with Disability. The organisation has a school which caters for children with and without disability in the surrounding area. Here the children are given an education using the curriculum of a mainstream school. The organisation is self-sufficient because it manufactures all aids and adaptations needed, such as splints, walking aids and wheelchairs. These services are often carried out by those with disabilities, giving them employment which would otherwise be difficult to find in India. The volunteers have been based in the Community Learning Centre. This is a class where children with disability who are unable to attend school at present can go with their parents and learn the necessary skills to move them into mainstream education. Currently, there are no specific special needs schools within Bangalore. There are a wide range of disabilities within the Community Learning Centre. However, the most common conditions are cerebral palsy and learning difficulties. Reasons for the high prevalence of disability within India are due to malnutrition and inter-family marriages. The children receive speech and language therapy weekly, as well as group physiotherapy twice weekly. There are also one-on-one physiotherapy sessions for those children who need it. They have trampoline therapy, walking bars and steps to practice their mobility. Terry and Anne volunteered at Jyothi Seva school this summer. Children in Jyothi Seva learn with little or no sight. As well as this, some children have movement problems which can prevent them from joining in sporting activities. Children who are losing their sight need to learn the English alphabet and numbers through hearing before they start to learn Braille. This alone is challenging, as many of them don't have English as their first language. They need to feel the shapes of the letters and numbers to recognise them. English is taught through Braille, song, movement and repetition to help children to learn. Maths is taught through a similar Braille system, using pegs and specially designed boards. Art also helps children develop fine motor skills, as well as stimulate their tactile sense through a range of sensory resources.
What colour is this one?
Oh, this is blue.
Blue, good girl. Can you put it in here?
Okay, very good.
Excellent, well done.
Children also have mobility classes to foster their independent living skills, where they learn to use the cane. Overall, children at Jyothi Seva face many challenges. However, these are supported not only by resources they use, but by a dedicated and creative team of teachers and Franciscan sisters who foster their independence in a tolerant, caring school. Rachel and Darren have volunteered in Morning Star for 4 weeks this summer. Morning Star is an organisation which cares for over 80 young boys and adults, many of whom have special needs. The able-bodied children attend school, while the others are provided with stable living conditions, receiving care, love and affection in the home. A lot of these people have come to find their home in Morning Star simply because disability carries major social stigma in India. Many of the individuals here were abandoned by their families and rejected by society. Some were brought here by the authorities and some were rescued from the streets and train stations. Their disabilities range from Down syndrome and spina bifida to numerous genetic conditions, which are often linked to inter-family relationships.
I gotta slow down, stop for a second, take a look around.
65 acres was given to Sumanahalli society. It was for eradication of leprosy beggars beginning. But Sumanahalli society was established for eradication and empowerment of leprosy affected in Bangalore city. If you are human, that is more than enough to deal with not only with disability but any kind of disease. That is how we treat the patient as a person, as a human being, not as a patient. You have a concern, you have a fear sometimes, you have something in your mind, ugly looking or smelling or banded, or some blood is coming from the wound. So no human being can tolerate this one. We'll bring the patients, those who have deformities and disabilities. We'll treat them, we'll educate them, we'll give exercise, sometimes we'll send them for reconstructive surgeries. Then once they are alright, once they are capable, once they are ready to take care of themselves, they have to go back to the community. Or we are sending them back to the community. They have to live with the community. For that we give skill training. We have done vocational trainings here in Sumanahalli. Paper cover making, candle making, tailoring, knitting we have, leather goods manufacturing we have, two-wheeler mechanic, carpentry. We used to have honeybee cultivation. Like that we have 10 different vocational trainings. We equip with them some knowledge or skill so that they can live as an independent person in the community or economically sound person in the community.
Save me, save me, save me.